Spencer! Where's Go and have some adventures? Where's Go and have some adventures with Thomas? Where's Go and have some adventures? Sodor's a fun place to be. Sodor's greatest adventures. Sodor's greatest adventures.
Halloween was approaching to the island of Sodor. All of the engines were working hard. Shunting and hauling goods and passengers around the railway. Halloween was a very busy season. Even some trains were double-headed. One night at Tent Sheds, the former members were there with the steam team. Ethel was telling another one of her spooky stories. And then, said Edward, but the mysterious engine was never seen again. Not a bad story, I must say, for the oldest member to form the members. And the leader, said James and Henry together. Not a bad story, I would say, said Spencer. So, what is this? Was that engine ever seen again? No, sir, well, not really. Oh, sounds a bit spooky, said Neil. My goodness, we didn't have enough of that back in Africa. Oh, come now, Neil, said Rebecca. I'm sure there was no trouble. I'm sure this engine may have done it by mistake. I don't think you can call that a mistake, said Emily. Fair point, said Toby. Oh, said Gordon, that never happened to me. Oh, remember what happened on that Halloween night with you and James? Don't remind me, said Gordon. Besides, that's when Thomas was in India before James and me went round the world. Oh, the good old days, said Thomas. Hasn't that been ages now? Said Percy. Yes, Thomas, it has. Well, anyway, said Edward, it seems to be getting late, and we're only 2 days away from Halloween. True, said Henry. I suppose we all head back to our destinations. I better get ready for the flying kipper. I better get ready to take the mail with Percy. Yes, said Percy, we must. I suppose I better get ready to take my milk train, said Toby. Well, we better be off, said Edward. Good night, everyone. Good night, said the steam team, as the former members went off. Well, I better collect the mail, said Percy. He puffed away as well. But none of the engineers knew they would be watching. Diesel, Harry, and Bert were there. Said Diesel. Do you two always do this sort of thing? Well, yes, Harry and Bert, said Diesel. So, that doesn't sound good to me. Oh, said Harry and Bert. Well, I suppose we were hoping these could pick up something, weren't we, Harry? Yeah, Bert. Then Harry and Bert had an idea. You think what I'm thinking? Yeah. How about we tell Diesel that we can maybe dress up as ghosts? Yeah, that could scare those steamies. Said Harry. Now let's follow him back to the Diesel Works. Harry and Bert followed to the Diesel Works. During the night, Percy, James, Henry, and Toby did their night work. Percy and James took the mail. Henry took the flying kipper. And Toby took the milk train. Percy soon puffed into the quarry on Thomas's branch line. Sprat and Dodge were resting in their sheds. Good evening, you two, said Percy. Good evening, Percy, said Sprat and Dodge. What brings you to the quarry? Oh, this delivering some mail, said Percy. Like, not so like I have a few two of you, haven't I? Spartan Dodge laughed. Well, no, said Spartan Dodge. It's not since the magic railroad thing. Oh, said Percy, that was years ago. But since these are tens now nice like you two, I suppose none of that's gonna happen again, hopefully. True, said Spartan Dodge. Where's Mavis? Oh, she'll be coming back in a minute. Yeah, she just had to lift some stone to the docks. She was taking the last load. Oh, said Percy. Well, good night then. Then, said Percy. Have a good night, you two. And with that, Percy steamed away. Meanwhile, at the Diesel Works, Harry and Bert soon came to find Diesel. Diesel was in his little small shed, while Belle, Sydney, then the dog Diesel 10, D199, and Paxton and Norman were there. Well, Harry and Bert came to Diesel's shed slowly. What do you two want? More to sneak around on steamies? He's at their sheds? Harry and Bert smiled. No, Diesel, but we have a better idea. What is it? Harry and Bert told their plan. Diesel loved it. Excellent. We can use some old, white rags we probably have in the Diesel Works. Those can work, he said. This is gonna be some Halloween, this is. But the other Diesels overheard. I don't think you should do that idea, said Dan. What he means is, said Dot, that is not a very good idea. Sure, it's Halloween, said Paxton, but I don't think you should do that sort of thing, like, it's nighttime. That's what Halloween's about, said Norman, but there again, you should stay to your job as the Fat Control wants you to. Yes, said D199, like, take a look at all of us. We try to act nice, don't we? Yes, we do, said Diesel 10. I have learned my lesson when I stole those Easter eggs. And I learned my lesson when I came back to Sodor, said D199. And most of us have learned our lessons, said Paxton. Yes, said Norman, when Percy found us for the first time, as well as when we took over the Diesel Works. Even I learned my lesson when Henry taught me about what he went through, said Belle. What did he teach you again? Said Sydney. Oh, I'll tell you later, Sydney, said Belle. But seriously, Sydney, you got anything to say about this? I don't think you should do this idea, but what's Halloween again? Belle just rolled his eyes. You really always act like this, don't you, Sydney? Act like what now? Said Sydney. Never mind, said Belle. Well, what do you think, Diesel? Said Harry and Bert. Sure, the other Diesel want to help us, but sure you want to, don't you? Diesel smiled. It's an excellent plan, said Diesel. We'll do it. But you will get in trouble. Oh, said D199. Ha! All of you can care if you want. We're going to do this plan. Goodbye, as Iron Bert and Diesel raced off. Oh, let them off, said Diesel 10, and they'll learn their lesson. Soon, they got the stuff ready. Right, time to scare, said Diesel. I'll go my way, you two stick together. Alright then, said Harry and Bert as they went off. Meanwhile, Percy was puffing down the tracks when he saw something. Huh? What's that? He puffed. Percy saw something white, but it was just Diesel trying to scare him. Oh, Percy, said Diesel as the ghost. I am here to scrap you. Percy was a small bit frightened. Then he remembered what he did when he fell into the sea. The night that he thought he saw a ghost. I'm not scared of you, said Percy, and he wheezed steam. And with that he puffed away. Diesel was cross. Bother, he said. I wonder how Harry and Bert are doing. Meanwhile, Jane was puffing with his mail train when he saw two white things. It was Harry and Bert dressed up as their ghost costumes. Oh, James, said Harry. We have come here to get you, said Bert. What do you want from me? Said James. We're here to scrap you, said Harry. The Flaccator doesn't need you anymore, said Bert. No, said James. Please don't scrap me. I'll do anything. James was frightened. Then come with us to the scrap yard, said Harry. And be scrapped, said Bert. That will make you a really useful engine for the last time. James was surprised. No, I won't do as you say. You can harm me if you want. And with that, James raced off. Harry and Bert were a little bit disappointed they couldn't get James' attention. Glad they scared him. Ha! We got him, said Bert. Now, I suppose we have to go beat up with Diesel now. They went off. They met Diesel at a junction. Diesel was cross about how his plan with Percy failed. How did your one go? I tried scaring Percy, but he took no chances. He probably changed. How did your one go? We got James. Perfect, said Diesel. He's a good engine to start off with. But now, I suppose we have to call it a night. Surely Toby and Henry weren't this time of night, do they? Probably, Harry and Bert. Said Diesel. Well, we'll try another time to get them, said Diesel. And with that, they head off back to the Diesel Works. At Vickerstown, Henry finished his flying paperwork. He was about to head to the shed where Rosie was when James raced in. The ghosts are after me, he said as he applied his brakes. The mailbags and parcels and letters went flying everywhere in his mail vans. Henry was surprised. James, what are you doing here coming so fast? Said Henry. Oh, Hen, it was bad out there. I saw two ghosts. Henry was puzzled. Ghosts? He said. Yes, ghosts, said James. Henry snorted. Ghosts don't exist. Oh, really? Then why do you got scared when we found old Bailey? Henry, waste some steam. Don't remind me of that. Said Henry. Now listen. What actually happened out there? Well, there was these two ghost engines. They didn't look like steam engines. They more looked like a bit of a diesel engine, I guess. Henry pondered. Two, you say? Yes, said James. And it can't be like Donald and Douglas or Bill and Ben. Besides, it would have been late for them to play tricks, especially Bill and Ben. Henry wondered. Sputter and Dodge would never do a thing like that. They had changed. Henry wondered. I wonder could it be Harry and Bert? I think them and Diesel are up to something, he thought to himself. Well, James, have you finished your mail run? Yes, but I'm too afraid to go back to Crowan's Gate. I mean, sure, Ivor will be waiting there for me, but with those ghosts out there, I'm too afraid to go back. Henry pondered. You know what, James? How about you stay here at Vickstown tonight? James was surprised. Really, Hen? Sure, you're my best friend. And you have slept here a few times, haven't you? Oh, yeah, said James. Well, I guess I can leave my mail trucks in the shed for tonight. Thanks, Hen. You're welcome, said Henry. Now, follow me, and we can tell Rosie about this. So they went off. James left his mail trucks in the siding, and with that, he and Henry went off to the sheds. Rosie was sleeping in the sheds when Henry and James arrived. Oh, hello, James, said Rosie. What brings you to Vickstown? Henry explained what happened. Oh, so do you got scared like how you and Henry scared me with your going to dark paints? James rolled his eyes. Good comeback, I guess. All right, you two, said Henry. Not for that now. James had a bad night, so I told him he can stay here for tonight. If you don't mind, Rosie. Of course not, said Rosie. Always like to help a friend. Thanks, said James. As they spun on the turntable, but the engines went into the berths. Oh, I said, get a good night's rest, Jane, said Henry. You need it. You got it, said James, as all three engines went to sleep. Meanwhile, during the night, Percy puffing to Titmus Station. Toby was there. Hello, Percy. Are you almost finished your mail run? Yes, said Percy, I am. What is it? Said Toby. Wait a minute, don't you usually take the milk? I do, said Toby, but I have an extra work tonight. The factory wants me to take a little small midnight goods train. Oh, said Percy, I see. I finished my milk run anyways. Is something on your mind, Percy? Said Toby. Percy said, speak up. I saw this real strange sort of white thing tonight. I think it was some sort of a ghost. Oh, Percy, please don't tell me you're doing this to us again, said Toby. No, I wasn't really too frightened, said Percy. I have known my lesson what happened when I fell into the sea one night. Remember that? Yes, said Toby. Don't I remember? Well, said Percy, I just ignored the ghost. But it wasn't as steamy, though. It kind of looked like some sort of a diesel. Said Toby. Something tells me something isn't right. But if it's a diesel, who would do a thing like that? Most of diesels are nice now. Said Toby. I might have tree in mind. These are now in but those trees have not changed. Or yet. Like, most of these have changed now. True, said Percy, but like why would be those three? Well, they're probably the only diesels left that haven't changed, said Toby. It has to be them. You're right, said Percy. What should we do about it? Toby wondered. I know. How about we call a meeting tomorrow at Titmus Sheds? And maybe the rest of the steam team can know about this, as well as the Formula members. Right. So we need Edward, Hugh, James, and Henry there as well, right? Yes, said Toby. Do you mind telling the steam team about this? Sure, said Percy. I'll tell them. Who else should we get there? I suppose we can call Doc, Oliver, Donald, and Douglas there, said Toby. Since they used to live at Titmus Sheds with us before Neil, Becca, Emily, and Spencer and all that came to Sodor. You guys, said Percy. Well, see you tomorrow then. See ya. And Percy and Toby went back to work. The next morning, Oliver, Duck, Donald, and Douglas head to Titmus Sheds. What do you think is going on, laddies? I'm sure they'll tell us when we get there, Doggy, said Donald. Come on now, said Duck. Yes, Oliver, we need it straight away. James and Henry left Bakerstown early the next morning. The drivers finally got the news and they were told about the meeting. Come on, James. I'm sure the ghosts won't be here in morning time. Of course they won't, said James. Elton and Toby met up on their way, and Toby explained what he and Percy spoke about last night. Good choice, said Edward. But let's hopefully everyone will be there when we get there. Soon, the Great Western engines, the Scottish Twins engines, the 4 new members arrived at the sheds. The steam team were there. All right, said Edward, but there's only one way we can settle this. Or each one of you will have to explain what happened during the night. James, you start off. Henry has spoken a little about what happened during the night. James explained what happened, and Henry told that he let him stay at Bakerstown. And then Percy told his side of the story, and told that he and Toby were talking at Tintmas Station. Said Doug. That's a good way, like on the Great Western Railway. Yeah, Doug, I don't think it's the right time to bring Great Western stuff in, said Oliver. Oops, sorry, said Doug. But what are we going to do? Well, we can take on those diesels, no bother, said Gordon. Do we even know that's them? I don't think we know. Do we, said Spencer? It has to be them, said Emily. We need clues, said Nia. No, we can't go like. Said Percy. Well, I think what you're trying to say, Rebecca, we can't put the blame on them straight away, right? Yes, said Rebecca, we can't. I mean, sure, it could have been them, but we gotta find clues first. We can't put the blame on them straight away. It's like something the Patrol may have done to us sometimes. Fair point, said Donna. Aye, said Douglas. Well, what can we do, said Henry. Yeah, said James. We need a plan. Oh, said Edward. But I don't know. We're the 4 members. You're the steam team, and you're the Great Western engine. You're Scottish Twins. There's gotta be a way we can all work together, said Edward. Then Thomas had an idea. I know, said Thomas. I have an idea. So, we can all work together. The engines. Well, just listen very carefully to Thomas's plan. All right, said Thomas. What we need to do is we need to be in investigation. Where we can find some clues. So, said Thomas, we can all work together. But, said Thomas, not all of us. We need more engines, like from the main line or our branch lines. We need more engines. The others knew Thomas was right. That's a perfect idea, Thomas, said Percy. And you'll be the right engine to lead us, said Henry. You're the one after all, said Edward. Thanks, said Thomas. All right, so since I'm leading this group, said Thomas, here are some of the plans. If you can find any other engines, tell them straight away about what we're doing, said Thomas. I know, maybe we can test an hour gauge engines, maybe, or even miniature gauge engines. Or even maybe Cody Bell engines, said James. Well, even though they're not engaged with us, they could help as well, said Thomas, in case you see any diesels or ghosts pass by their stations, said Thomas. I know, said James. How about I go back to my station and test an hour gauge engines? I'll come with you, James, said Henry. Maybe me and Spencer can go and find some pirates. Yes, said Spencer, that would do the trick. We can even get maybe some of the diesels who have chainsaws and get them to join us. Maybe we can get other engines like Neva and Molly, said Donald and Douglas. There's so many engines on this railway, said Duck. We can even look down my branch sign. Philip and Book are not really busy today. I'm sure they'd like to help. So is that set then, said Rebecca? We can find every single engine we can find? That's the plan, said Thomas. Right, everyone. I think we all need to split up. Split up into groups, maybe. Maybe. We're going to find these answers so that we're going to work as one big team. Soon, the steam team, the family members, and real Western engines with Scottish twins set off to look for some clues. Right, where should we start first? Said Thomas. How about my branch line? Said Edward, but just to be on the safe side. Sure, said Thomas. We'll look there. Besides, Boco and Philip can help us if they want. Boco and Philip were resting words of yards when the investigation team arrived. Hey, you two, said Thomas and the others together. Hello, all of you, said Boco. What brings you to Wellsworth? Said Philip. Edward explained what was going on. Would you two like to come along with us? Philip and Boco were happy. Sure, as they wanted to get on. Boco and Philip were in front, since them and Edward pretty much know the line very well. All right, said Thomas. So I suppose we now need to look around your branch line, don't we? Yes, Edward, we must. We must look for some clues. Apparently, I don't remember any of the diesels, if it's them, being down here last night, since I was in my shed. So are we, said Boco and Philip. Said Thomas. Well, let's not give up and look for some clues. Just then they saw 3 engines. It was Timothy and Bill and Ben. Hello, all of you, said Timothy. What's going on here now? They explained what was going on. Oh, I see, said Timothy. Timothy looked at Bill and Ben. Bill and Ben, were you doing some naughty tricks again? It had nothing to do with them, said Thomas. In fact, we think it's Diesel, Larry, and Bud, because there was 3 ghosts, in fact. 3? Said Timothy. Bill and Ben chuckled. We didn't know you were a ghost, Timothy, said Bill and Ben cheekily. All right, you two, that's enough. What are you guys up to anyways? Said Boco. We're just going to collect some empty trucks for the clay pits, said Timothy. Need anything from us? Well, said Edward, if you want to be useful, well, can you keep an eye out for any ghosts, as well as maybe Iron Bud and Diesel? We think it might be them. Timothy smiled. Sure, we'll keep an eye out for them, won't we, Bill and Ben? Yes, Timothy, said Bill and Ben. Well, we better be off. Goodbye. As Timothy and Bill and Ben went off. I'm sure they would tell Salty Porter, Big Mickey, Carly, and Cranky about this, said Edward. In a matter of fact, they did tell them. Sure thing, said Carly. We'll keep an eye out, said Big Mickey. Oh, said Cranky. At least I don't hear one of Salty's spooky stories. Oh, I have another story. Salty, said Porter. I don't think it's the right time to tell some stories when there's ghosts on the loose. Righto, captains, said Salty. Timothy and Bill and Ben chuckled. Soon the investigation team were done looking for some clues on Edward's branch line. They have found no clues. Well, that wasn't much, said Philip. What do we do now? Said James. Yes, said Spencer. Like, we have other work to do, you know. I'm not sure, said Thomas. Just then they heard a familiar horn. Ace, said all the engines. Good day, mates, said Ace. What may I can do for you? The engines told Ace what happened. Oh, I heard about that, said Ace. Can those ghosts even go on the roads? Said Percy. No, they're ghost trains, said Thomas. Ace, can you tell other vehicles like Bertie, Bulgy, Terrence, Trevor, or even the Pack, for example, to keep an eye out? Sure thing, said Ace. I'll do that for you, mates. Good day, mates. Bye, Ace. And Ace went off to tell the others. Right, said Thomas. Looks like we had no luck on Edward's branch line then. What should we do now? Said the other engines. Said Thomas. I think we all need to split up and try and meet some engines. Well, who should we meet? Said Gordon. Edward, Henry, James, can you guys meet the nowadays engines? Sure, said Henry. They'll probably have to bring out the quarry working, said James. Right, said Thomas. We could do some engines maybe like Spratter and Dodge or Molly and Neville. Well, we need as many engines we can find, said Thomas. Me and Spencer can find suppliers, remember? Yes, Spencer, we can. Right, said Thomas. Alright, look, let's all just split up and find some more engines, said Thomas. Right, let's go, said Thomas, as everyone went off to do their side of the story. Soon all the engines started to find some engines. Gordon and Spencer found suppliers. James and Henry found Scarlowy, Reneus, and Peter Sam. Sam Crooms Gate and told them if they can find any more nowadays engines. We'll search on our railway, said Scarlowy. Agreed, said Peter Sam and Reneus. Then, on the way out of Crooms Gate, Henry and James met up with Neville and Molly. They explained what's going on. We'll help, said Neville. We'll do anything to help you guys, said Molly. Good, said Henry and James. At the Blue Mountain Quarry, Reneus, Scarlowy, and Peter Sam told the others, Rusty, Luke, Duncan, and Sir Handel were there. I, said Duncan, we can be really useful for once. I know that this doesn't take too long to do, said Sir Handel, grumbling. Trusty Rusty is here to help. We'll all be really useful, said Luke. Norman and young Bow overheard. We can help too, said young Bow. Yes, said Norman. Just then, Bill and Ben puffed in. They were sent to help Norman and young Bow at the Blue Mountain Quarry. We're already helping, they said. That's good then, said young Bow and Norman together. Well, that's settled then, isn't it? Said Peter Sam. Yes, and Reneus. I suppose that's enough then, I suppose. We can tell some more engines as well, said Scarlowy. At the quarry, Spratter and Dodge and Mavis were just resting when a workman came over and told them what was going on. It seems you engines might be needed for the job, they said. Spratter and Dodge and Mavis were happy. We can help out, said Dodge. Yes, said Spratter. So we can show these an eye but thing or two. Then let's go, said Mavis. And with that, they went off to meet up with the investigation team. Soon, all the main standard gauge engines came to the sheds. All right, said Thomas. We got more recruits. We got Spratter and Dodge, Mavis, we got Boko, Philip, Norman, Bill and Ben, Timothy, young Bow, Pyrus, Mavis, and Neville and Molly, said Thomas. And we also got some navigation engines helping on their railway. Everything's looking in good shape, said Henry. What's the next step? Said Percy. The next step, said Thomas, is, well, we might check the diesel works if these are now in Bertadale. What? Then what happens then, Gordon? Then what will happen, said Gordon? Well, said Thomas, if we meet any diesels there, maybe we could try and get them to join us. Sounds a good idea to me, said Spencer. But who will be going, said Norman. Thomas thought. Alright, I have made my plans who will be coming with me. Alright, here we go. I'm bringing Percy, Gordon, Spencer, James, Henry, Edward, Toby, Donald, and Douglas, said Thomas. The rest of you need to look around on the main line. as well as maybe look on Apple's branch line again, or James's branch line, my branch line, Doug's branch line. Just look everywhere, including look everywhere you've been already to, just to make sure to find any more engines or the 3 diesels, in case it is them. Well, it is Sir Norman actually. Well, looks like we find who's up. Well, there goes that, Sir Thomas. Right, let's go everyone. As the second meeting was finished. Soon, when Thomas, Percy, Toby, James, Gordon, Henry, Spencer, Edward, and the Scott's twin engines on their way to the diesel works. They soon approached the entrance into the diesel works. So who's gonna go with? Said Gordon. Alright, said Thomas. Me and Percy will go together. Henry and James, you go with each other. Gordon and Spencer, Don and Douglas, you two can stay together, and Toby go with Edward. Right you are, said the other engines, as they went into the diesel works to split up, to look for Diesel, Larry, Bert, or any more diesels to join them. Gordon and Spencer chased down the tracks, some backways to the diesel works, where they saw Bell and D199. Hello, you two, said Gordon. Hello, said Bell. What brings you here? Said D199. Well, said Spencer, it's about Diesel, Larry, and Bert. They explained what happened. Oh, said D199 and Bell together. Well, we can help. Good, said Gordon. Then come with us, said Spencer. We meet outside the exit. Henry and James found Paxton, who was taking on some fuel. Oh, hello, Henry and James, he said. What brings you to the diesel works? Well, said James, we were wondering if you can help us with the diesel and bird thingy. They explained what happened. Oh, said Paxton, sure, I can help. I have done detective stuff before with you, James. Yes, and Luke too. Oh yes, I remember that, said Henry. Anyways, let's go. As they went to the exit, Thomas and Percy found Den and Dart, who had just come back from shunting some diesel parts around the warehouses. Oh, hello, you two. What brings you to the diesel works? Said Dart. Thomas and Percy explained what was going on. We can help. Yeah, we don't have much diesels to fix up anyways, said Dart. That's good, said Thomas. Come with us then to the exit. And with that, they went off. Sydney was heading to the diesel works. Toby and Edward someone stopped them. Oh, hello, Toby and Edward, he said. What are you guys doing here? They explained what was going on. What were they doing again? You were here when they tore the plant, weren't you? Said Edward. Oh, said Sydney. Now I remember. I am a forgetful engine, you know. But I'll help. Alright then, said Toby. To the exit. They went off. In the diesel works, Diesel 10 was putting up some Halloween decorations around the diesel works. There we go, Pinchy. See, all nice and decorated for Halloween. When Donald and Douglas puffed inside. Ah, Diesel 10, they said. We were wondering if we'd find you. Oh, Donald and Douglas, what brings you to the diesel works? They explained what was happening. Oh, that thing, said Diesel 10. Well, if you don't, well, I'm just doing some Halloween decorations. But I'm almost finished with them. I can help with this if you want. And talk some sense in those 3 diesels. Fine, said Donald. That's good, said Douglas. Pretty much all the rest of the diesels were here outside with the rest of our team. Very well then, said Diesel 10. What are we waiting for then? As Donald, Douglas, and Diesel 10 went outside. Soon the investigation team were heading back with the remaining diesel engines at the diesel works. Well, no sign of Iron Butt or Diesel at the Diesel Works, said Spencer. I wouldn't say they would have returned there, said Diesel 10. And they probably don't want to hear more about complaining, said D199. Well, Sir Paxton, are we going to have another meeting then? Yes, said Thomas. Miss, and this time it's going to be a Napa station, because I may have a plan. Planned out. Right you are, said all the other engines, as they head for Knapford. Soon, the investigation team and the rest of the diesels arrived at Knapford. The rest of the engines were there. All right, Sir Thomas. As everyone's here, our team is pretty full, but we have to do. Right, said Thomas. This is most likely will be our third meeting, and maybe our last, said Thomas, because the fact that Ari and Bert and Diesel could be sneaking around Soda at any time and anywhere. So what's the plan you had in mind, Thomas? Said Percy. Well, I was thinking if some of the steam team members stay here in Knapford, then maybe we can confront them. We can help, said Bill and Ben. Same here, said Bell. And some other engines also like to stay here as a look, said Percy. Right, said Thomas. It's settled then. I may have an idea of my own, said Edward. Bill, Ben, Bell, there's sort of a shortcut that you can take from Knapford. From here. So maybe on the way, when you meet up with me and Toby, we can be in their way. I agree with Evan on that, said Toby. Not a bad idea, said Bell. But how are we going to get them away from Knapford? Said Bill and Ben. Then Thomas had another idea. That's when James and Henry come into the plan. James and Henry were puzzled. What do you mean by that, Thomas? Yeah, said James. Thomas smiled. Remember your glow-in-the-dark paints? Yeah, they said. The ones that we scare Rosie on. Why do you ask? If you put them on, then that can really scare the tree. That can really scare Diesel, Aaron, and Bud. It's like you're the real girls and they're not. James and Henry were delighted. That'll give me some payback, said James. Right, should we head to the steamworks straight away to get Victor to put them on us? Do, said Thomas. We'll get everything else sorted here. Here, be ready, everyone, because this might be the final battle. However, the engines didn't know that Diesel and Ari and Bud were watching them. What are glow-in-the-dark paint again? said Bud. Oh, they probably don't do nothing, said Diesel. Didn't you try them once? Said Ari. Well, they were my right color, said Diesel. But anyways, there's no such thing as glow in the dark. Huh, I would like to see James and Henry try and scare us. Come on, you tree. Where we're going, said Ari and Bud. But we will try probably most likely tomorrow, I guess. Be ready. And with that, they set off. We are ghost costumes as well. Soon, nighttime fell, and Diesel and Ari and Bud were heading for Knapford. They had their ghost costumes on. Gordon, Spencer, Diesel 10, D1999, Bell, Sydney, Norman, Paxton, Bill and Ben, Edward, Toby, Thomas, and Percy were there. But there was two other engines for a surprise. They rolled in. Then, ooh, they said. Ooh, you'll be sending for scrap, they said. Like the way I did it, said Percy. I don't even believe in you. We know what you Diesel, Nary and Bud, said Thomas. Surrender now. Diesel smiled. Of course we know you'll find out. Huh? We were spying on you and Knapford. What? Said the engine. And, said However, we got the idea from Edward's ghost story we spied on. What? How dare you, said Edward. But this is a little trick, said Bert. But we may not have gotten all of you, but we definitely got James well. Hey, you won't get away with it though, said Percy. Oh, just watch us. Just look, said Gordon. Everyone can change, believe me. Like me and Spencer. Well, I kind of, but me and Spencer used to have our rivalry, but we ended that. Yes, Spencer, we have. I've also changed, said Dieselton, after I stole the eggs. Splatter and Dodge have shown me what being nice is much more better. I've understand how change is good, said D199, when I turn nice. Same here, said Belle, when Henry taught me that. And me, Norman, and Cindy like being nice, said Paxton. It's much fun than being rude. And we kind of not change as well, said Bill and Ben. We do get big booze sometimes. You see, said Edward, not everyone needs to be the same though, but change is a good thing, said Toby. You love it, said Percy. No matter what kind of change it is, like it or not, I'm sure you'll find it in some way. Aww, said Diesel. That sounds nice, but too bad we won't do it. Fine, said Thomas. Then how about some real ghosts will give you some then? Huh? Said Diesel and Harry Butt. Ooh. Harry and Butt and Diesel started to shake. What's that? Said Harry. Ooh. It was Henry and James in their glow-in-the-dark paint. The three Diesels didn't know that, but they were frightened. Harry, Bert, Diesel, said Henry, you'll cause confusion and delay. You'll be sent here us to the scrapyards, said James. Harry, Bert, and Diesel were surprised. No, please, we were just joking. But I'm afraid it's too late for that now, said Henry. Come with us now and join us in the scrapyard. No, go away, said Diesel and Harry and Bert as they raced off. Oh, get after them, said Thomas. Miss, payback time, said James, as James and Henry raced after. You might need some backup, said Edward. I'll come in with you, said Toby. We can take the shortcut, said Belle. Then Bill and Ben have an idea. We'll be back in a minute. We need to find some trucks. What for? Said Paxton. I think they have an idea, said Norman. Bill and Ben raced down. Three leaders raced down tracks, while Henry and James was trying to catch up to them. Edward, Toby, and Belle took a shortcut, trying to meet up with them. Bill and Ben picked up some trucks from Nafford Harbour. This is sure to work, Bill. It definitely will, Ben. Bill and Ben took a shortcut. The shortcut that Edward, Toby, and Belle took, but they were not on them. They took a faster way. Diesel and Bert were still going as fast as they could. However, Henry and James were trying to catch up, even though Diesel are faster than Steamies. I think tender engines are faster than us small Diesels, said Bert. Shut up! Get faster, said Diesel, as they went faster. Then it happened. Bill and Ben took a shortcut and were able to couple up the trucks up to the Diesels. These are bumped into Bert. Bert, what's going on? Harry, why are you slowed down? There's trucks behind us. Bill and Ben laughed. But spook are ya? Wait a minute, how do you two got there so fast? We took a shortcut, they said. Harry and Bert and Diesel were surprised. Those two ghosts are sure to catch up to us now. Indeed they have. James and Henry, as the ghosts they were scared of, catched up. It looks like Bill and Ben helped us, said Henry. Now you'll be sent to the scrapyards, definitely. Although, said Bill and Ben, there was another way. As they uncoupled the trucks, the diesel was a prize. Whoa! Then there was trouble. But the points got stuck and Harry biffed into birds. Then diesel smashed into them. Ouch! They said. They came off the tracks and fell onto the ground. Diesel and Harry were on their sides. Bert was still on his wheels, but he was off the tracks. James and Henry soon puffed in. Time to scrap you, they said. No, please don't. We saw what we done. We probably never do it again. Bill and Ben came back. They finished. They put the trucks into a siding nearby. Spook ya, said Bill and Ben. And cheekily. Just then a whistle, a horn, and a bell was heard. It was Edward, Toby, and Belle. They soon arrived to the scene. So, spook are you then? They said. Oh no, please tell me you know how it goes. Why not? Said James. Harry and Bert and these were puzzled. James? What about the other ghosts? Just me, said Henry. Harry and Bert and Diesel was surprised. Wait a minute. You actually outgrown the dark paint? We are, said James. Got you, said Henry. Harry, Bert, and Diesel were surprised. That's unfair, they said. How do you think we all felt when you did your trick? Said Bill. I, said Ben. You can understand why we had trucks then? Then, besides, that was revenge what you scared me for, said James. Harry and Bert and Diesel were cross. You will pay for that. That's why I got my revenge already, said James. Just then, two more voices were heard. Spencer and Gordon puffed into view. Is everyone alright? They asked. Yeah, everyone's fine, said Edward. Well done to all of you, said Gordon. Then the factor won't be happy about this. I'll go and fetch him, said Belle. He went off. Diesel and Harry and Bert knew they were in big trouble. It wasn't long until Belle came back with the Fat Controller. When the Fat Controller heard what happened, he was very cross. Diesel, Harry, and Bert, he said. What's the meaning of this? You trying to scare the other engines? Harry and Bert and Diesel gulped. We're sorry, sir, they said. We didn't mean for this to happen. Said Fat Controller, as I thought. Well, this is undisgraceful behavior from all of you, said the Fat Controller. No, I am very disappointed in the three of you. I needed the three of you to work together to deliver some Halloween stuffs. But it seems you didn't. All you did was display among us ghosts. And since not all the engines got scared, only Elizabeth and Percy, and Jamie was definitely scared. It's a good thing that the engines got revenge on you. But sir, they made us derail. That's the whole thing, said the Fat Controller. This will be a good experience for the three of you, said the Fat Controller. I am very disappointed in the three of you. When you're derailed, I want no more ghost tricks from you, or any other tricks for the rest of Halloween. Do I understand? Do you understand? Yes, sir, said the three engines. The Fat Controller turned around. I suppose the sodor rescue center is here. Suppose we need Rocky for this job then, said the Fat Controller. Bill and Ben, can you two go and fetch Rocky from the sodor rescue center? Yes, sir, they said as they went off.